Hey Simmers, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Simplycoya, and if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for choosing my video to watch today. Alright, I am back again with another Townie refresh. I'm having a lot of fun doing these, just sprinkling them in every so often and doing a little change up to some of these Townies. So today we are working on the BFF household. Honestly, a household that I have never played with before, but I'm tackling all of the Sims in Willow Creek right now, so this is the next group of people that I wanted to work on, and I like the makeovers that I did for them. I find their story a little bit interesting, so it is somewhat intriguing to play with them to kind of see where this little love triangle situation could go. But I really like the makeover that I did for all three of these Sims. I'm gonna go out and say for sure Liberty is probably my favorite just in general, pre-makeover and post-makeover. I just think she's gorgeous and honestly think she could probably do better than our boy Travis here anyway. But anyways, I think Travis is definitely, honestly all three of them kind of give me hipster vibes, but he gives me like super hipster vibes. Like, he's a geek, he's outgoing, he's self-assured, like he has a computer whiz aspirations. So I just see him going to the coffee shops, like working on coding and different things like that. And I had a little bit of trouble with his hair and kind of the look that I wanted to go for, because I didn't want his hair to be too messy, but I also didn't want it to be super put together. I don't know, I had a tough time figuring out his hair. I really wanted to go with this one here in particular, but because I already used this in my goth makeover, I want to do something different, so I went for this kind of swoop, just kind of boyish hairstyle. I felt like it was fitting for him. He still kind of has a youngish look about him, and I gave him just some very light body hair and like a light beard, and I think it came together really well. I'm really liking his look, and I also wasn't sure how I wanted him to dress. This was also difficult, like in terms of the top and what he was wearing. I just wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to go for here, but I definitely liked these chino pants on him. I think they were really fitting, so I kind of worked around those. That and Vans. Like, I was like, okay, this guy for sure has a pair of Vans. I really liked the color of these jeans, so I did go back and decide to change the top a little bit, but I really liked the way the look came out. I wanted him to still be, he had like that Argyle sweater on initially, and I mean, I'm just not really a big fan of any of the male clothes that have come in any of the packs. So I really felt like this sweater kind of, or it's a cardigan and a t-shirt, and I felt like this was really fitting. I believe this is by Gorilla. I really liked this, and I wanted to give him some glasses and a little camera. Like, I felt like maybe his hobby was photography, even though he's like really into computers. He's also into like video and photo editing, so I definitely wanted to give him this camera accessory. I like the print on it, and I thought it was really cool. So that's our little hipster boy Travis, and now we're moving on to Liberty, who I think is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't do too much tweaking to her face like I did with the other two. I felt like for the most part she had a pretty solid base, and she was just very pretty anyway, but I did wanted to change her lips. So I did go through, I tweaked her eyes just a tiny bit, but I kept her with the mono lid, and now I'm just looking for like the right skin overlay. But honestly, one of my favorite skin overlay, I probably use this one all the time. I just love it. I've used this skin overlay so many times, but I love the definition that it gives to the eyes, and it also gives some definition to the Cupid's bow, which I think is just so stunning. And I really just love the eyelashes that I chose for her, especially with her eye shape. I think that these eyelashes just look so good, especially because the bottom lashes are a lot longer. And I think the creator who created these lashes is Kiko, if I'm saying that correctly. They're really common eyelashes, and I just felt like those worked really well for her, and I really want to go with that and have some blush. And then Miko has like this really nice body blush, which gives a little bit more color just to the sim overall, like in certain parts of the body. So her lips have a bit more color to them, and I definitely wanted to keep her pigtails, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I really liked the look on her, and I just loved like this, like the two braids with the bangs, and I absolutely love it. I went through and looked at a couple of different hairstyles that were also pigtails, but honestly, I just felt like this one was the best, and it was really fitting, and I wanted to have a little bit of fun with her, and I really feel like she's just a kind of girl, like she's a little fun. She likes to play around with color in her hair, and even though she's also a geek and a bookworm, she just likes to have a little bit of fun with her hair. And although this ombre that I added to her hair doesn't necessarily go, I still wanted to add it anyway. It's not perfect. It is kind of clippy in some spots, but I just like the little pop of color. I just think it's so cute. And I went really subtle with the makeup. I gave her eyeliner like she already had, and just like a really nice flesh toned kind of gloss. And I just think she's gorgeous. She's so cute. And I wanted to keep her accessories simple. I still feel like she's got a little bit more like of a playful energy to her. So I really liked this jacket accessory because initially she had like some really quirky kind of patterned pants, and I'm sorry, I know I was not vibing with that. I wasn't vibing with those, and I was not vibing with the hat. So I decided to give her this plaid colorful kind of jacket, which ties into her hair and kind of kept things really cohesive for her. And I just really like the way that she came out overall. She's so cute, and I just love the look. I think it looks really great. And the pants, it was a little difficult, but then I didn't land on the ones that I want. So I tried on a few, but I just kind of always go back to what I like, and that's what I did. So I kept her with some high-waisted jeans, and the jeans that I chose for her have like a little heart. I was going to go for this with the double ring kind of belt loop, but then I came across another pair of pants, which I believe is by Dream Girl. I really like these pants because they have like a little heart for the belt, which also ties into the heart on the necklace. I kind of wanted to give her these pants with the bears, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to go too childish, but I thought they were so cute, and I almost gave them to her, but I went for these pants instead, which I think look great, and it just ties in the heart with the necklace, the belt. I gave her like a cute little scrunchie on her wrist, just as, I don't know, it was just a cute little accessory. I didn't feel like she'd be like wearing a handbag or anything like that, so I wanted her to have colorful nails. And then I'm just trying to decide on shoes, and then I land on just some combat boots. I felt like it was the most fitting for this look, so I like these boots a lot. I thought I was going to go for something else, but then I figured, you know what, we're just going to go with this. Everything just looks really nice. And then after I settled on our gorgeous Liberty, I moved on to she's probably one of my least favorite Townies. So this is Summer Holiday, and holy crap, I don't know who created the sim, but her features are wild. Her features were all over the place. Like, I'm okay. I like the fact that she has like more of a defined chin. I think it's really fitting, but her eyes were so big and so scary, and they just looked really weird. So I was not compromising there. I had to change her eyes because they were just too scary. And I gave her some softer brows, which I felt like was a bit more fitting for her. And now I'm just trying to decide like what lip shape I was going for here, because I wasn't exactly sure. I knew I didn't want her to have like super big lips, but I think the lips that she had was fine, but I wanted to just do something a little different. So I did change up her lips, made her ears slightly bigger, but I think the hair I chose for her anyway doesn't even really show, which is fine. But I'm just selecting my skin overlay, trying to find which one I felt was best fitting for her. Like, I felt like she still kind of has like this preppy energy about her. Like, she's athletic, outgoing, and cheerful, but because her name's Summer, I don't know, something about her, I was just getting like preppy vibes, Clueless. I don't know. I didn't really give her an outfit like Clueless the movie, but I don't know, I was just getting that energy from her. So she's a bit more done up in terms of like her makeup. I gave her a little mole under her eye because I thought that was really cute, and I just love adding moles and stuff to make the Sims feel a bit more realistic. I feel like those small details really make the sim come to life. At least when I'm creating my Sims, I like to have a hint of realism in their like skin details. So I definitely like to add all of my little overlays. Most of the time it's pretty much standard. I love going heavy on the blush. It's not for everyone, but I love it. So now I'm trying to decide what hair I want for her, and this one was hard. This was definitely more difficult for me because I wasn't exactly sure what look. I really liked this look for her, but then I also liked this hair, and then I felt like the half up half down looked really good, and I was just all over the place with Summer. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with her because I also hadn't had her outfit figured out, but in the end I went with this half up half down because I felt like for the most part it was really fitting just for her face overall. I think now her proportions make more sense. Like, I think her jaw and her chin, she looks a lot prettier, and everything just looks better because oh my gosh, she was looking crazy. I was just not vibing with her. I really was not. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to make this girl look good. But I think she looks great. And now I'm looking for some eyeshadow. And initially she was wearing like blue colors, but I felt like summer, yellow, just kind of bright, fun. Like I felt like that was a bit more cheerful and girly. And she definitely gave me like girly vibes. So I gave her this super cute yellow eyeshadow and some brown eyeliner and then a little bit of highlight to her face. I was gonna go a little bit more on the blush, but I decided that the highlight just really brightened up her face and it looked really good around her cupid's bow. And also want to give her just like a nice soft lip to go with the rest of her face, and everything just came together really nicely. And now the outfits. Another part where I was having some struggle because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I did land on this skirt, so I kind of worked everything around that. It was kind of the top that I wasn't sure about because she did have like a polo on, so I definitely feel like she's the kind of girl that maybe she came from money, but she kind of happened upon this group of friends like Liberty and Travis are more geeks and goofballs. She's a little bit more preppy and active, and she played tennis and soccer. Like she just had like this completely different lifestyle, but she moved away from home, and now she's kind of in this weird situation where she's close with Summer, but she's kind of into Travis, and Travis is into her, but she's not sure if he's into Liberty. And it's just a super crazy complicated situation, but I kind of love that backstory for them. I think it's super interesting, and they could be fun to play. Like now that I'm doing all of these Townie makeovers, it's definitely intriguing me to play these Sims more, but they were just so ugly I never wanted to play them. Even like the OGs, like Sims that we've had in this game forever, I was just like, you're kind of ugly and I don't want to play you. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of all of these makeovers, if you like them. I think everyone came out really good and I'm super happy with it. So yeah, comment your thoughts, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.